I'm Elle, and today we're going to be talking about the drama community. There's been a lot of different back and forthing in the community. Angry tweets, angrier subtweets, live streams, videos, you name it. There are now drama channels that focus primarily on the mainstream drama channels to cover everything for the viewers that are so desperate to try and figure out what's been going on, how, and why. The thing about social media is that there's a strange kind of closeness and distance between the person or people behind an account and their followers. A YouTuber can sit on screen and viewers will, consciously or not, see that stranger as a friend. That's amplified through places like Twitter, where followers can interact with their favourites as much as they want. So there is that closeness, but the distance, the fact that a YouTuber is a face or a voice on a screen, that also makes them seem like a fictional character that people can easily fight over. Because YouTubers, for example, aren't right with their viewers in the flesh, then they're still not entirely real. That's one of the reasons why it's so easy for different viewers to both claim that they love or send abuse to that social media stranger. It's more like a personalised reality TV show, and people can be horribly vicious with it. I, personally, haven't had the best experience with the drama community. I've had receipts taken and then not been credited for them. I've been told a shocking lie as an obvious tactic to see whether I could be trusted with private information or not. I've been manipulated into staying quiet about a story. I've been dragged for having personal opinions that didn't fit with the right narrative. I've been told how hated I was in the community. I've been threatened in private. I've seen support sent to people wanting to dox me over a pointless difference of opinion, and most ridiculously of all, I was shamed for not wanting to ever monetize my channel because apparently that made others somehow look bad. Bearing in mind that I'm just some random woman that's made a silly hobby of making videos about drama using The Sims of all things, that's all been really hard to deal with. I think that there needs to be a massive wake-up call, because there is no good versus evil when it comes to the drama community. Absolutely every single member and every single viewer will have done something wrong. And if we are all about accountability, then we should all be honest about what's been going on. Blatant lies have been told about others. Abuse and threats have been sent over different opinions and whether someone likes an influencer or not. Despite absolutely everyone saying how wrong doxing is, I've seen members of both sides claim to hate doxing and then either dox, support doxing, excuse doxing, or turn a blind eye to doxing when it comes to someone that they hate or someone that simply doesn't share their opinions. There's been a horrendous amount of hypocrisy too. Hypocrisy over racism, over other kinds of bigotry, over anything and everything that anyone can be hypocritical about, and it's exhausting. I'm definitely not a saint, and that isn't about that, just so we're clear. What it is about is that drama has changed from holding influencers and brands to account to obsessively searching for the next person to yank from their pedestal and then tear to shreds, piece by piece, online and offline, always to be hated and never to be forgiven. Here for the Tea has been harassed, abused, and doxed for months. When I first saw that, I was horrified and called it out for the anti-Semitic garbage that it was. I blocked and reported that, but unfortunately it took months for enough people to take that seriously, and there's been a whole mess surrounding that terrible situation. I'll be blunt, I'm not a fan of hers, but what troubled me the most was the silence that came with her doxing. Or worse yet, the people that tried justifying it, or claiming that it wasn't doxing because of X, Y, Z. I said months and months ago that despite me despising John Cookian, if even he were doxed, I would defend him. Doxing is wrong. The one and only time that personal information should ever be shared is if someone is legitimately in danger. And even then, that personal information should only ever be handed out to the relevant authorities, not dumped on Twitter or YouTube, ever. The world is a dangerous place. It takes one person, one single person, to decide to take personal information and become violent with it. One. It's something that could start with a few haters wanting to scare away someone that they don't like online and could end with the person that they hate being murdered. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but it's the frightening truth. It may only be a remote possibility, but it's a possibility nonetheless. And honestly, I think it's a good thing to drum into people's heads. Doxing can end with murder. The thing is, it's all about principles. And the problem with principles is that if you truly have them, then you can't just stick by them when it's easy. It can be easy to say that you're against abuse if you're defending a friend. It's not as easy if it's being sent to someone that sent you abuse. But the point of principles is that you're supposed to carry them across the board. If you don't, then they're not principles. They're only things that you pretend to care about when they affect you or someone that you care about. And that always makes you a hypocrite. I'm sorry, but it just does. If you want my opinion about where the drama community went wrong, well, here it is. The rot started as soon as random people figured out that they could make money by making drama videos. And money corrupts. And this isn't some shade towards people fairly making their money reporting on things, because everyone deserves to be paid for their work. But it's still the same story over and over again. Someone gets successful doing something, others copy them, social climbing happens, cliques form, and then no one wants to step out and say how they really feel. Look at Hollywood. Stars knew what was going on behind the scenes, but they said nothing because they wanted their checks and didn't want to be frozen out of the cliques that allowed them to be cast in films. Like I said earlier, at one point, I personally was threatened to have my channel ended if I didn't follow a command. And I'll be transparent with you guys, I was cowardly enough to give in because I was scared. And looking back, I regret giving in, and I regret allowing myself to be bullied into silence and left panicking and, quite frankly, in tears. Nobody in any seriousness is going to claim that the drama community is anything like a real set of journalists doing something incredibly important, because it's just not like that. We're all armchair receipt hounds with opinions. Mine are backed with dumb little sim scenes for fun, so it doesn't end up being that deep. Which is why I personally want to avoid topics such as rape, child abuse, or anything so serious. My style would be incredibly disrespectful for any of those situations. But what we all need, is at least some basic code of ethics that we stick to. Some basic lines that everyone can draw. Speaking out when fans of ours are on our videos spreading lies about others or being abusive. Automatically blocking bigots. Calling out doxers. Leaving the people that we don't like alone without subtweeting, mentioning them, or leaving them open to abuse in any other way. Remembering that all of this pointless hatred actually stems in the difference of opinion that doesn't actually make any real difference in the world. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys, and I genuinely hope that you don't take this the wrong way. I genuinely appreciate each and every single one of my subscribers, all of you. You guys supporting me has meant absolutely everything. I never ever thought that I'd have 50 subscribers, never mind the number that I have now. But at the same time, numbers don't matter to me. It's great that you're here and interested in what I have to say, and I'm eternally grateful for that. I really am. But if I never grow anymore, that's fine. And if I lose a ton of subscribers, then I had fun while it lasted. Because let's be brutally honest here, YouTube will not last forever, and real life gets in the way sometimes. As of recording, there's nothing that I think is worth making a video about, and that's okay. But one of the reasons that I took a break is because I'm not proud of being a member of the drama community right now. I love making videos, I love researching videos, I love light-hearted gossip and calling out genuinely gross things, but I don't love the backstabbing, the hatred, the hypocrisy and the abuse from both drama channels and their stans. The world is ugly enough without adding to it for nothing but a little money, clout or internet fame. As always, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell or don't do any of those things because I'm not your mother. And, as we say in The Sims, dag dag.